Okay, so that's it. This is the look right here. Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. If this is your first time watching, thank you for tuning in. If you're coming back, I apologize because I suck at making videos consistently. Yeah. Plus the last video I filmed had my ex in it, so no. Yeah, today we're gonna be talking about my wash day routine. For those of you who don't know what that is, that's something that black girls, right? Black girls refer to as their day to wash their hair. Does it take the whole day? Not necessarily, but we need the day sometimes to tend to our crowns. And everybody's wash day varies, but I'm gonna kind of take you through mine. So lately, okay, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really have a routine when it comes to my hair, which is really bad. I'm extremely lazy when it comes to my hair. I'll show you right here that my hair has looked like this for the past maybe week and a half. I honestly can't remember the last time that I passed a comb through my hair. And so yeah, I am a disgrace to my race, but in order to motivate myself, I decided to film myself doing this, and I'm gonna spice things up a little bit by using these guys. Yes. So I'm not one to do twist outs, but I decided that, well, I got those little bendy rods maybe when I was like in high school when I first started going natural, and I also didn't do the big chop, so you know I needed the damaged parts of my hair to match with the new growth, so I just tried to make it work. I looked like Shirley Temple, okay? I started with putting a mask. I used Cantu's deep treatment mask, and I know a lot of people clown on Cantu, but that's what I have right now because I don't invest in myself. So I put it on, got me looking like ASAP Rocky, watched 2 episodes of a show that I'd missed, and came back. So maybe that was 2 hours-ish that I let it set in while I was eating breakfast and watching TV. And then I came back upstairs, took a shower, what I normally do on my wash days. So this, I do have a routine when it comes to this, but I'll shampoo and then condition. While I'm conditioning, wash your body. I mean, hey, I think a lot of us do this. The times that I do decide to shave, I make sure to do it on my wash days so that the conditioner can really set in and do its job, because I really want to be able to run my fingers through my hair as much as possible, but not a lot because we're not trying to rake out our hair, right ladies? Right. So this is my hair dried and uncombed through. I just air dried it, really. I look like I have no hair in this lighting, but my hair is a little thin in the front, it's thicker in the back. I still probably look like I have 0 hair. Don't let the shrinkage fool you, honey. I got her. I've got between, I think, a 3B and a 3C curl pattern, and since my hair isn't extremely thick or anything, it's very easy to manage. I do have like a tiny bit of heat damage, just a tiny bit, and I think that's why like my curls are a little bit looser. We are going to start the detangling process. So because I have 30 of the little curling rods, the flexi rods, I'm gonna do 6 portions, like 6 big parts, and then I'm going to do 5 subparts. Math. 5 times 6 equals 30. Okay, so that's it. This is the look right here. As you can see, I've got 6 parts, and wow, I can't even see because I don't have my glasses on. That's better. Oh wow, I look horrible. Okay, I couldn't even see myself. Yeah, they don't have to be perfect. Try to get them as even as possible so that your curls can all be even at the end, you know? Or as even as possible. I mean, it doesn't have to look perfect. Yeah, so now we're gonna detangle. And again, I'm using Cantu. So, my apologies if anybody is offended by that. Okay. Usually, I say usually as if I do this all the time. What I usually do, wow, okay. What I usually do is right after I wash my hair, put my hair in a low bun and call it a week, okay? I don't normally do this whole detangling shenanigans, but whenever I do this, when I'm not feeling lazy, I try my best to just wait until I've done all of my treatments and used my conditioners and everything so that my hair is the most manageable, or so that my hair is in its most manageable form. Look at that, right through it. Oh, just kidding. Just kidding, I need more. Usually when I do this, my hair is completely damp, but my hair is mostly dry right now. So for me personally, I don't know if this applies to everyone else, but the more damp my hair is, the easier it is to manage. Look at that, boom, inches, baby. But as soon as this dries up, it's gonna be a Jackson 5 fro, baby. Okay. And so once I do a section, I just like to do a twist to separate them because I'm trying to, I guess, stretch out my hair as much as possible. So we're just trying to make this easy. That's the whole goal here, is to make things easy for yourself and to not, you know, shed too much. So I just wanted to take this moment to do a short educational segment for my non-Black viewers. I want to add that I am not an expert. This is just based off of my experience. I wanted to start by saying girls with textured hair like mine normally wash our hair maybe once or twice a week, because we do have dry hair. So if we were to wash our hair daily like those with Caucasian textured straight hair do, that would be a nightmare because our hair is harder to maintain and harder to work with when it is dry, which is why I'm putting product in it as I'm detangling, because it makes it easier to comb through and it makes it easier to style. When I'm not styling my hair, there are several different methods of protective styles, such as weaves, wigs, braids, etc., you name it. But me personally, I've gone the wig route and I've gone the braid route. Wigs are a lot easier for me because I just cornrow my hair and put a wig on top of it, call it a day, and I can take it off at the end of the day and unbraid my hair and do what I need to do with my natural hair whenever I want. Braids are a little bit less, you have a little less freedom with braids when it comes to doing things with your natural hair, because typically braids are left in for a few weeks at a time. But yeah, I mean, if you have any questions, please feel free to DM me for further detail on protective styles and just this type of textured hair in general. Okay, so next, I do have some pure castor oil. The brand isn't important. I'm not trying to endorse anything. Honestly, everything that I have with me now are products that either I took from my mom because she wasn't using them, or that she bought for me. So maybe one day I'll be a big girl and get things on my own, but I'm just gonna moisturize my scalp now. So now it's time to put the rods in. I think it would be less difficult to do back to front. So I'm just gonna leave out a section and put the rest up. And like I said, I did 6 sections, so I'm gonna do 5 subsections. And oh wow, twist out. I'm not gonna separate these out with a comb or anything like that. I'm just gonna make sure there's 5 in each, just start grabbing piece by piece. So even though I do want to go through this quickly, because I decided to do this right before I had plans, which is never good, especially on a wash day, because you want to give yourself as much time as possible. You know, if you rush things like this, they don't always turn out the way you want them to. But I did figure that if I do this in the front, that you guys would have a better view of what I'm doing. So I'm gonna do 2 on the bottom, 3 up top, okay? All right, all done. I look like somebody's auntie. Well, I am somebody's auntie. I'm several people's auntie, actually. So next, I'm gonna try to set it. My hair is pretty dry right now, so I don't have to do the whole blow dryer deal. I'm trying to avoid using heat anyway, so I probably will do a cold setting before I take these out, just to make sure everything is dry, because I would hate to have done all this and then for my hair to just go. So I have got to be, I mean, I used to use this a lot. Excuse me, pardon me. Is it even working? Oh my god, I have hiccups, I'm sorry. Is this even working? Okay, got to be. I used to use this a lot when I wore wigs a lot, but in quarantine, wigs aren't necessary. Also, it's like 1,000,000 degrees outside right now, so yeah. So as you can see, I am ready for my outing, and all that's left is to unveil the hair. So what I chose to do while my hair was setting was get a few things done, you know, kill a few birds with one stone. But this may or may not have hurt me in the end, which you will see in the final unveiling of the hair. But this caused me not to use the hair dryer on the cool setting like I had planned, because I was running out of time. So now I am trying to separate the curls as I'm taking them out, because I would like my hair to be as voluminous as possible and kind of imitate what my hair normally looks like when I allow my natural curl pattern to do its thing. Normally throughout the week, my hair gets bigger as I finger comb and as it encounters humidity. I know I said I don't style my hair very often, but when it's not down, I do tend to just lightly finger comb just to avoid having any knots in my hair, because I don't really style it. But in quarantine, the goal is to tend to my crown and treat it a little bit better, because when you treat your hair better, you get better results. So that's something I've been trying to teach myself and really make a habit, is really tending to it and being gentle with it. Not looking the way I wanted it to look so far. I know I haven't gotten that far in taking out all the curling rods, but the whole goal is to not look like Little Bo Peep and have all these ringlets in my hair that just make me look like I'm 5. So I am looking a little disappointed, if you can't tell, but in the end, we're gonna see how it turns out. The curls are really defined, which I do like. That was what I was going for, was defined curls, and for all of my hair to have the similar curl consistency, because my natural hair does not do that because of heat damage. So in that aspect, I'm achieving my goal. But in terms of all aspects together in the final product, we'll see what happens. It's not looking horrible right now, but some adjustments need to be made, some more product needs to be applied, some more stretching needs to be done, and we're just gonna rock with it. Just keep watching, see what happens. Ooh. So this is my hair after having sat outside for a few hours. It was in a low poof, not a bun, but a poof. And unfortunately, before I left, I had realized that the top half of my hair was still wet, so it did not set the way it was supposed to. So I'm not very pleased with it. The volume is not where I'd like it to be. And I think we're just gonna try this again so that my hair will for sure be dry. And so I did it again, put the rods in, silk scarf for bed, and here we go. Good morning. So, it is the next day. It's time to unveil. For starters, I want to say, wow, my voice is so deep in the morning and raspy. I was wondering who I was listening to, and then I was like, oh, yep, that's me. Wow, okay. And another thing, ignore the toothpaste that's on the corner of my mouth. I know y'all are probably staring at that like, does she know that that's there? Apparently, I was so focused on getting these out of my hair that I did not realize. So, as you can see, the curls are looking a lot more defined. My hair is definitely dry, considering I did have the curling rods in for about 7 to 8 hours overnight, which is, preferable to having it for maybe like 1 or 2 hours or however long I decided to leave them in the first time, which didn't yield the best results. So learn from my mistakes if you ever decide to do this yourself. The hair's still pretty cropped. I'm attempting to stretch it out a little bit more as I go, but that usually takes more finger combing and oil. Sometimes I'll use pomade. I learned that the more product I have in my hair, although I don't like when my hair is heavy with product, but the more product I have in my hair, the more willing it is to stretch. Also, avoid using too much grease though, because if you have thinner hair like I do, your hair can tend to be kind of stringy. So do avoid using heavy oils, heavy greases like pomades when you're doing styles like this. If you have thinner hair, thicker haired people, it might be different for you guys. But just from my personal experience, when I use too much pomade, my hair gets stringy and it just doesn't look good. So after stretching my hair out a bit, it does look okay. Like, I'm so used to my afro looking like this that I'm like, oh, I feel like it's cropped, you know, like it just feels kind of like short. I mean, it's not much, the length, like my afro length is not that much different from when I just let my hair naturally do its thing. But I think it's cute. Like, most of the curls are uniform. This side is a lot more defined than this side. This side is more frizzy, which I don't understand why that happened. So I wouldn't say this is a 100% success because I'm not like incredibly impressed by this, but I do think it's a good way to just have my hair be styled for a week. Because like the curls are popping. I mean, get into this. The curls are there. They're here, honey. They're here. But this side is like freeze. But yeah, they were kind of tight. But anyways, I mean, we did it, y'all. Okay, so a few things that I learned from this wash day experience. If you are having a wash day, if you're like me and you don't like really have a routine, just know that you should take the day for this, especially if you're doing something that requires setting a style like I did. And it's best to do this overnight, which is what I realized because I had the curling rods in my hair for about 7 hours, I think I slept. So don't be impatient. Don't let them out before they actually dry. And if you need to go somewhere like I did, do use a hair dryer on the cold setting because we're trying to avoid heat. So yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you weren't as disappointed as I was in this hair. I mean, I'm not 100% disappointed because it's cute. It's cute, you know. I just can't make up my mind on whether I prefer my like natural curl pattern or this little Bo Peep. But anyways, yeah, thanks for watching, and feel free to watch my other videos. Subscribe if you haven't, and give this video a thumbs up. If you've made it this far in the video, you are truly a real one. I know this video is really long, but I just wanted to pop up this photo of my hair 2 days after I filmed this video, and I just wanted to show you how it is more voluminous. It is finger combed through. It looks more like how I usually like my hair, and to be quite honest, it doesn't look that much different from when I let my hair naturally go. So I just wanted to show you guys, and you know, I think everything that I did was worth doing because it looks good.